Welcome back to the Theater of Dreams, welcome back to Anything You Want. You are here because you refuse to accept the superficial headlines, you crave the heartbeat beneath the story, the silent poetry written in the gestures of those who live their lives under the blinding glare of the spotlight. Today, we are not merely discussing a celebrity appearance, we are dissecting a modern odyssey. We are talking about a journey that defied schedules, ignored exhaustion, and rewrote the definition of commitment in the digital age. Before we board this flight of passion and intrigue, please, solidify your place in our community. Crush that subscribe button, like this video to help us conquer the algorithm, and if you truly wish to support independent, high-caliber storytelling, our join button is waiting for you. Your support is the fuel that keeps our engines running. Today, we turn our eyes to a map that stretches from the fashion capital of Italy to the glittering sands of Riyadh, tracing the path of Kerem Bürsin and Hande Erçel. Let the story begin. The story begins amidst the frenetic, palpitating energy of Milan Fashion Week. It is a world of organized chaos, a kaleidoscope of flashbulbs, haute couture, and relentless social obligations. For any actor, being present in this ecosystem is not just a leisure activity. It is a professional necessity, a rigorous marathon of networking and visibility. Kerem Bürsin, a figure who commands attention simply by entering a room, was at the epicenter of this whirlwind. His schedule, according to insiders, was a meticulously crafted mosaic of runway shows, high-profile dinners, and press junkets. The demands on his time were absolute, the expectations suffocating. Yet, observers noted a distinct distraction in his demeanor. A sense that while his body was clad in the finest Italian tailoring, his spirit was anchored elsewhere. The glitz of Milan, usually enough to seduce the most stoic of stars, seemed to pale in comparison to a magnetic pull emanating from thousands of miles away. In a move that has since been chronicled as one of the most romantic gestures of the year, Bürsin made a decision that shattered the carefully curated itinerary of his management team. It was a choice that prioritized the human heart over the professional machine. Amidst the cacophony of the fashion world, he reportedly gathered his inner circle on his final day in the city and delivered a sentence that would soon echo through the corridors of celebrity gossip: "She has an important night, and I have to be with her." This was not a request for permission, it was a statement of intent. With the decisiveness of a man who knows exactly where his compass points, he rearranged the tectonic plates of his schedule, canceling events and bypassing the allure of the after-parties to secure the first available seat on a flight bound for Saudi Arabia. This was not merely a trip, it was a declaration that in the grand equation of life, love is the only variable that truly matters. I have a question for the romantics watching Anything You Want right now. Have you ever dropped everything? Work, obligations, logic, just to be there for someone you love for a single moment? Or do you think such gestures are only possible in the movies? I want to read your stories in the comments section. And remember, if you love how we analyze these moments, hitting that join button helps us keep bringing you these deep dives. If Milan was the setting of frenetic energy, Riyadh was the stage for a fairy tale. The awards ceremony was designed to be a spectacle of elegance, a night where the stars of the Middle East and beyond gathered to celebrate artistic achievement. Hande Erçel, the queen of the evening, arrived looking nothing short of ethereal. Her silhouette against the red carpet was a masterclass in grace, yet the true accessory she wore was an air of quiet anticipation. Unbeknownst to the gathered press and perhaps even to Hande herself until the very last moment, the script of the evening was about to receive a plot twist worthy of a cinematic climax. When Kerem Bürsin walked into the hall, the atmosphere shifted instantaneously. The shock was palpable, followed immediately by a wave of thunderous applause that rippled through the audience. This ovation was not just for his fame, it was an acknowledgement of the effort he had undertaken to be there. The photographic evidence of their reunion became instant iconography. The camera lenses, hungry for emotion, captured the precise millisecond Hande's eyes locked onto Kerem. It was a look of pure, unadulterated relief and joy, a smile that reached her eyes and dissolved the tension of the high-stakes environment. Sources close to the couple have whispered that this surprise was orchestrated with military precision by Karam, who wanted to ensure that the impact of his support was felt not just as a duty, but as a gift. Throughout the ceremony, their chemistry was a living, breathing entity. They moved in sync, a binary star system orbiting a shared center of gravity. Walking the red carpet, they did not just pose, they communicated a message to the world without uttering a syllable. Here we are, united against the noise. The way he stood beside her, slightly protective yet immensely proud, spoke volumes about the dynamics of their partnership. The press, naturally, swarmed. Yet, interestingly, the majority of questions directed at Hand Ursel that evening pivoted around the surprise presence of Karam. The curiosity was insatiable. In a moment of vulnerability, Hand offered a soundbite that has since been dissected by every romantic analyst in the country. His presence gives me strength. This simple phrase dismantled the artifice of the celebrity persona. It revealed that beneath the glamour, the awards, and the millions of followers, the core need for emotional support remains the primary driver of human connection. Karam, for his part, framed the journey not as a grand sacrifice, but as a fundamental duty. Friends of the actor suggest that he views being present for Hand's milestones as a cornerstone of their relationship. A non-negotiable clause in their unwritten contract of love. We are peeling back the layers of this romance, but there is still so much more to uncover. If you are finding value in this narrative, please consider supporting Anything You Want with a super thanks. It allows us to dedicate the time needed to craft these scripts and deliver the quality you expect. As the official ceremony concluded, the narrative shifted from the public stage to the private sphere. Rumors began to circulate that the couple retreated to a secluded location for a brief, intimate celebratory dinner. Away from the prying eyes of the paparazzi and the blinding flashes of the cameras, they reportedly toasted to the success of the night in a simple setting. This desire for privacy, juxtaposed against the very public nature of their profession, underscores a maturity in their relationship. They understand that while their love is a commodity for the public, the core of it belongs only to them. The secrecy surrounding the details of this dinner only fueled the mystique, proving that sometimes, what you don't share on social media is more powerful than what you do. This transcontinental voyage did more than just please the fans. It served as a potent rebuttal to the swirling rumors of separation. In the weeks leading up to this event, the gossip mills had been churning with speculation that their busy schedules were driving a wedge between them. The image of Karam leaving a Milanese show early, stating "My priorities are clear," effectively incinerated those rumors. It was a demonstration that while careers are important, they are not the ultimate altar at which they worship. The Milan to Riyadh trip has now been enshrined in the lore of celebrity relationships as the clearest step toward love. It proved that distance is merely a geographical inconvenience, not an emotional barrier. Even as they departed Riyadh, caught by cameras on the streets in the quiet hours of the night, their demeanor remained consistent. They did not rush to escape the press, nor did they court attention. They simply existed in their own bubble, answering questions with polite smiles and meaningful silences. This tacit connection, visible in the way he guided her through the crowd or the way she leaned into his space, is a rarity. It suggests a bond that has moved past the need for performative affection and settled into a deep, unshakable rhythm. In the end, the story of Karam Bürsin and Hand Ursel's night in Riyadh is not just about two famous people attending a party. It is a testament to the effort required to sustain a connection in a world designed to pull you apart. Karam Bürsin charted a course through the skies, but more importantly, he charted a course through the complexities of modern love, proving that his path always leads back to Hand. They have given the entertainment world a narrative that transcends the screen, a story of priority, presence, and the enduring power of showing up. And that, my dear viewers, is how you turn a flight itinerary into a love letter. The distance between Milan and Riyadh is roughly 4,000 kilometers, but for Karam and Hand, it was merely a single step. Now, I turn the conversation over to you. Do you think this gesture solidifies them as the ultimate power couple of our time? And what do you predict is the next chapter in their story? Let us know in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe to Anything You Want. We are your home for the truth behind the glamour. Click that bell icon, join the family if you can, and until next time, keep believing in the grand gestures. Goodbye.